The manga starts with the main character, Masato, narrating that many people wish to be popular with girls, but he never wants that. We then see a woman trying to hit on him while he's on his way to school. Masato tells her he's in a hurry, so the woman asks him to at least exchange contacts. He gives up and starts taking out his phone, but a girl suddenly hugs him from behind. He calls her Kumi. She tells him class is starting, so they should hurry. She pulls him by the hand toward their school. Masato thinks the way they escaped was a little rude. He looks back at the woman, sees she's pissed, and thinks she looks scary. When they get away, Kumi scolds him. She already told him to ignore people like her. He says ignoring people is harder than it looks, and she tells him it's because he's too nice to everyone, which worries her. He thinks that's not something you'd normally say to a college student, but in this world, she's right. The truth is, last month he got transported to a world with a 1:5 male-to-female ratio, but he didn't notice at first. He doesn't know what caused this, but because of it, women in this world are extremely assertive. The government has even considered allowing polygamy. When he realized he was in a completely unfamiliar world, he was terrified. In his old world, he went to school and had friends he could laugh with. He didn't realize how good his normal life was until he lost it. He thought he had to give up on being ordinary, but luckily, he met someone who took him in as his guardian and friends who helped him when he was in trouble. He still doesn't know why he ended up here, but he's grateful for the kind people he met. Thanks to this world's crazy gender ratio, a beautiful girl like Kumi pays attention to him. In a way, he feels lucky, because that never would have happened in his old world. With that mindset, he manages to stay positive, and even though the world changed, he plans to live as normally as he can. Kumi smiles at him. She never realized how simple-minded she could be. We get a flashback to a week earlier. Kumi thinks she overdid it with games the day before. She remembers the male characters who only show up to get praised, and how annoying they were. On her way to class, she overhears two guys talking about her. One says she's cute and gives her 85 points, and the other says she barely made it. Then one of them says that if she asks nicely, he might consider dating her. She quickly walks away. She's frustrated that men always act so arrogant. Those guys weren't even anything special, and even though she has the right to choose, men always behave so arrogantly. She can't accept that. She bumps into someone and apologizes. The guy pats her head and asks if she fell in love at first sight. He tells her she can become his third girlfriend. She gets pissed and thinks men are always arrogant. Exhausted, she collapses onto her desk. A friend comes up and asks what's wrong. At this rate, she won't survive the 5th period. Kumi says she doesn't think she'll make it. Her friend tells her she won't get popular like that. They have to push forward for their dream campus life. She shouts enthusiastically that she has to catch some handsome guy. Kumi thinks this is unacceptable. She's sure her mindset isn't normal because in this world, men are rare and valuable, and they have the power to choose. She hates how judgmental they are. Her friend asks who she's aiming for in their club. Kumi is surprised by the question. She asks if she has no interest in anyone. She tells her friend she has no one she's interested in right now. Her friend can't believe it. She asks if none of the guys are handsome, but Kumi says it's not about that. She just doesn't want a boyfriend. She's tired of always being in a position where she's the one waiting to be chosen like some toy. She just wants a kind guy who treats women equally and has a clean appearance. If someone like that existed, she'd date him. But that kind of guy is so rare it sounds like something out of a fairy tale. Her friend says she definitely has the looks for it, but surprisingly she's not aggressive at all. She warns that if she doesn't try, she'll end up single. Kumi thinks that's probably true. A girl like her who doesn't try to be chosen would probably stay single. She receives a notification on her phone. She checks it, and it says classes are canceled because no one had free time. She hears someone murmuring about which classes to choose. The boy looks distressed, and she stares at him. She thinks he's clearly in trouble and no one is around to help. She wants to help but talks herself out of it, saying someone else will do it. It's stressful for her when people repay kindness with ingratitude. But leaving him alone also feels wrong. She also wonders why he feels different from other guys. She thinks he's handsome but not celebrity level. She thinks there's something warm and genuine about him, something that stands out in a quiet way. She isn't expecting anything, but she's a little curious. She goes up to him and asks if he's trying to register for courses, and he says yes. He tells her his enrollment process got delayed, and her heart skips a beat. She asks herself if she's ever seen a man smile that naturally. She offers to help him, but because she's nervous, she stutters. She thinks he probably finds her creepy, and when she replays it in her head, it even sounds like she's hitting on him. He brightens up and asks if she'll really help him, and she gets flustered. She's surprised he isn't put off by her, and that he has such a pure smile. He scoots over while telling her his department and faculty. She wonders why he moved. Was it for her to sit? But they're still talking, and if she misunderstands and sits next to him, he might get weirded out. If that happened, she would probably cry at her age. Like and subscribe for part 2. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.